My name is Father David Sanji, President of St. Luke Institute. In these difficult times, I am often asked by someone to pray for them because they tell me they're not always sure themselves of how to pray. I remember the words of Pope Benedict in his encyclical Spe Salvi when he was talking about hope. He said that it's important for us to pray if we are to experience hope. And he gave some good advice about prayer. He said that prayer cannot be something that is divorced from our history. In other words, we can't think that I want to pray that this all just goes away. Yes, we can pray for healing. We can pray that there would be some way to end this time of crisis. And yet, the most important prayer at this time is that we would discover that God is with us. Prayer purifies my desires and my hopes, which are not rooted in reality, and helps us to see that God is with us. I encourage you to begin with prayer that's very personal, in which you open your heart to God and speak to Him about your fears, but always asking Him to help you to be open to His will. Because God's will for us is that we experience salvation, that even in the most difficult times, we would recognize that Christ is present in us and that death has no power over us. When we pray, it's important to begin with simple things that are familiar. Begin with the rosary, or if you can't remember the whole rosary, to pray the Our Father, to pray some Hail Marys. I also invite you to pray with other people. It's good, for example, to watch a Mass that's being live streamed and to pray with those people. It's important to pray with our families. Right now, people are together probably more than they're used to being together, and we try to keep people busy. I think one of the things we should do is pray with our children, not just the meal prayers, not just night prayer, but to teach them how to pray the rosary, to pray for those that we're worried about, that they could see that we find our strength in God is a very important gift of faith that we pass on to our children. And finally, pray that you would be open to the will of God, which is salvation, which will make you strong and happy. If you can do these things, you will experience tremendous hope, which is healing. And that's my prayer for you this week, that you would be able to enter into prayer without fear, and you would experience hope that is healing. Have a blessed day.